Solving two-step equations. So I want you to keep the idea of this scale in mind when we're solving our two-step equations. This fulcrum right here is the same thing as our equal sign in an equation. So remember, both sides of our scale is balanced and both sides of our equation we want to be balanced, or they are balanced also. So what I like to do is go ahead and split my equation like this, right where my equal sign is, to help me identify which two sides of my equation I'm working with. And remember, we're trying to get this x variable by itself. So whatever I need to do to one side of my equation, I've got to do to the other side of my equation as well. So I'm trying to get to that x term. And right now, that x term is being multiplied by 2, and it's being a minus 4 is also being subtracted from it. So the inverse operation of our minus 4 is going to be a plus 4. So we will add 4 to both sides of our equation. And that gives us 2x, and our minus 4 plus 4, they cancel each other out, equals 15 plus 4, which gives us a 19. So we have 2x equals 19. Now I can divide both sides of my equation by 2, because remember, this 2x has kind of an invisible multiplication symbol in between them. So the inverse of multiplication is division. So we divide both sides by 2. And 2 divided by 2 just gives us 1. So we have 1x, or just x, equals 19 over 2. Now 19 over 2 cannot be reduced. If you want to turn it into a mixed number, you can, but it's completely appropriate to leave it as an improper fraction. All right, let's try another one. 3m plus 10 equals 1. I'll go ahead and split my equation and identify the variable that I am trying to solve. That's an m. So we always want to get rid of our addition and subtraction first. And that's kind of the way that I like to think about it, is what's kind of the least attached to my variable at this point. So we're going to subtract 10 from both sides of our equation. So that leaves us with 3m. 10 minus 10, those cancel out to 0, equals, and then 1 minus 10 gives us our negative 9. So I'm still trying to get to this m value right here, and right now it's being multiplied by 3, so I'll divide both sides of my equation by 3. And 3 divided by 3 just reduces to 1, so 1m, or m, equals negative 9 divided by 3 gives us our negative 3. And one last example, I've got to throw a fraction in there. If we have 1/2 g minus 7 equals a negative 17, I'll go ahead and split my equation. And I'm identifying this g. I want to know what my g value is equal to. So let's add 7 to both sides of my equation. The inverse of minus 7 is plus 7. And that leaves us with 1/2 g minus 7 plus 7 cancels to 0, equals negative 17 plus 7 will give us a negative 10. And hopefully you remember in our last video, anytime you're trying to clear a fraction, so I would be dividing by 1/2. But dividing by a fraction is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 1/2 is just this fraction flipped, so 2 over 1. So I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 2 over 1. And if you want to go ahead and make this negative 10 over 1, you can. All right, and remember, anytime we multiply a fraction by its reciprocal, everything reduces and we're left with 1g, or just g, equals negative 10 times 2 gives us a negative 20. So our g value is equal to negative 20.